All right, I'd like to open public session. We have 3 people signed up to speak. I ask that you step up to the microphone, state your name and address, and keep your comments to 5 minutes or less. The first speaker signed up is Diane Zeller.
Good evening. My name's Diane Zeller. I'm in the 4th Ward. I live at 152nd Street. And the reason I'm here tonight is that I got a call from Father Wirtz at St. Peter's Church, and they have had a number of elderly people fall on the sidewalks up there because there are places where the trees have caused the sidewalks to heave and it's very uneven. So he has 60 signatures of people from St. Peter's that have requested that. And so I went up and I looked and I took some pictures if any of the counselors would like to see them later. But I also went back and checked the sidewalks at Christ the Good Shepherd because now we have such a large congregation coming there, many of them elderly, and we have a very similar problem with heaped sidewalks. So the probability of someone falling and getting seriously hurt there is significant. And I would like the council to consider, I know, Mayor, you've talked about getting some more sidewalk done, and because places like that have such high pedestrian traffic and frequently elderly pedestrian traffic, I would like to ask you to make that a priority. Thank you.
The next speaker is Sean Walker.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. I had a few people come to me, bring it to my attention about the 4-way stop sign at East 10th in Utica. They were just worried about a little safety. They say it's working pretty good. They're worried about crosswalks and the stop bars. They're the painted bars behind the crosswalks. And they were just asking if they can get that done. Something similar to the one over on Liberty in Utica. That's working out fine. So. And I talked to Mr. Kells, told him about it, and I told him I'd bring it to the council. So, thank you.
Thank you. And the last speaker is Mary Kay Stone.
Hello, I'm Mary Kay Stone, and I live at 121 West Seneca Street, but I'm here representing the Oswego County Historical Society at 135 East 3rd Street. And earlier this year, the city gave us a special grant to have a roof repair done at the Richardson Bates House Museum, and it has been completed, and I'm here to thank you very much for it. I have a photo of the before on this lower section of the roof. It's right here. It's filled with water and clogged and obviously leaking into the attic. And this is the after picture that was recently completed with a rubber roof coating on there and copper flashing that we have a 10-year at least guarantee on, and is supposed to last for 20 or 30 years. So thank you so much for helping us solve this problem for the benefit of the city of Oswego, tourism, and the 1,000 guests that come through the house every year. I also have just a certificate of appreciation, to the mayor and to the Common Council of the city of Oswego for the special gift to us. Could I bring it to the clerk?
Yep. Well, thank you. We appreciate you coming here to say thank you, and the certificate, and of course everything you do. We appreciate it. All right, that's it for the speakers signed up. Would anyone in the audience like to speak? Miles.
Good evening, gentlemen and ladies, of course. Susan. I would just like to pay a compliment to the Brightbeck Park project. Reinventation is a new word down there. Okay, it's the best I've ever seen it, and it'll attract a big crowd because there's a lot of things to do down there and look at. I think the sidewalk project downtown is also something that was way overdue, like 30 years ago, because the sidewalks, especially on the north end, were definitely looking in trouble. I think you've done a wonderful job here, you guys, and I hope you keep it up.
Thank you. Great. All right. I will close public session. The meeting starts at 7:30. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will clerk please call the roll?
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
Councilor McBrady.
Here.
Councilor DeMassey.
Here.
Councilor Hill. Here. Councilor Wilmot.
Here.
Councilor Gosick.
Here.
Councilor Tesorio.
Here.
Councilor Cordino.
Here.
All present.
Thank you. I don't have anything under the mayor's report. Any of the councilors have anything to add? Seeing none, will clerk please call Resolution 275.
Approved minutes Common Council meeting held July 8th, 2019.
Councilor Tesorio, Councilor DeMassey, any comments? Will clerk please call the roll?
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill. Yes. Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call Resolution 276?
Approve use of public space, Pat Edwards, owner of a single-family dwelling located at 20 Mitchell Street, in order to install a wood deck.
Councilor DeMassey, Councilor Wilmot, any comments? Clerk please call the roll?
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call Resolution 277.
Approve use of public space to the Oak Hill neighborhood in order to install 2 Victorian-style solar lamp posts with landscaping.
Councilor Tesorio, Councilor McBrady, any comments? Clerk please call the roll?
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call Resolution 278.
Approve use of public space, Alexander Descascia, founder of Accept Oswego, in order to host a chalk walk at Franklin Square Park on Saturday, July 27th, 2019.
Councilor McBrady, Councilor Hill, any comments? Clerk please call the roll?
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call Resolution 279.
Approve use of public space to Marjorie Zeller in order to host Zoo to You at Washington Square Park on Thursday, August 8th, 2019.
Councilor Wilmot, Councilor Tesorio, any comments? Clerk please call the roll?
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call Resolution 280.
Approve use of public space, Susan McBrady and Jonelle Langenfeld, in order to host a block party on Saturday, August 10th, 2019.
Councilor Hill, Councilor Gosick, any comments? Clerk please call the roll?
Councilor McBrady.
I'll recuse myself.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will clerk please call Resolution 281?
Approve use of public space, Jenny Airway, in order to host a block party on Saturday, August 17th, 2019.
Councilor McBrady, Councilor Hill, any comments? Clerk please call the roll?
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes
Will
7-0.
clerk please call Resolution 282?
Motion to rescind resolution number 200 dated May 28th, 2019.
Councilor Hill, Councilor Gosick, any comments? Clerk please call the roll?
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call Resolution 283?
Approve use of public space to the Tallman Street neighbors in order to place 2 projecting street signs and 2 lamp posts.
Councilor Cordino, Councilor Gosick, any comments? Clerk please call the roll?
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call Resolution 284.
Authorize naming the viewing area at Brightbeck Park the Charlotte Sullivan Memorial Lookout Point.
Councilor McBrearty, Councilor Gozick. And former Mayor Sullivan is here. This is honoring his wife Charlotte, who actually founded Harborfest and built Harborfest from the ground up. So this was also her favorite point to watch Oswego sunsets, and of course Harborfest Main Park is Brightbeck Park. So it's appropriate to honor her by naming this lookout the Charlotte Sullivan Memorial Lookout. And I would just like to invite the public and of course the Common Council to the official ceremony dedicating this lookout point to her, where we'll have a plaque set next to the lookout point. It's Saturday at 2 o'clock this Saturday. So please join us, and we'll have Mayor Sullivan say some remarks, and some of the children, his children, say some remarks. I'll give some brief remarks, and then we'll finally unveil the plaque dedicating it to Mrs. Sullivan. Any comments? Mayor, anything?
You're welcome.
Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gossick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 285.
Approve solid waste license of the year 2019.
Councilor Cordino, Councilor McBrearty. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gossick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 286.
Confirm 2019 assessment roll for the city of Oswego.
Councilor Cordino, Councilor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gossick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 287.
Authorize mayor to sign change order number 1 with W.D. Malone Trucking and Excavating Incorporated for the Oswego DRI Pocket Park and Riverwalk Enhancement Project.
Councilor Hill, Councilor McBrearty. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gossick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 288.
Authorize mayor to sign change order number 3 with W.D. Malone Trucking and Excavating Incorporated for the Oswego DRI Pocket Park and Riverwalk Enhancement Project.
Councilor Hill, Councilor Gozick. Any comments? Will clerk please call the roll?
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gossick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
No.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 6-1.
Clerk, please call Resolution 289.
Approve grant application submission for the City of Oswego Canal Bright Lights Project.
Councilor Gozick, Councilor Cordino. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gossick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 290.
Approve grant application submission for the City of Oswego Brightbeck Park Playground and Pavilion Project.
Councilor McBrearty, Councilor Hill. This item is for a grant application in the CFAs for to get a new Brightbeck Park playground and also build a new pavilion at Brightbeck Park. You can see by the ongoing projects, we just dedicated the Garrett Dunsmore Memorial Basketball Courts on Thursday. In addition to the courts being built, you'll see that we are about to finish the new staircase and the fire pit seating area on the east side of Brightbeck Park, where the old staircase used to be. At the same time, we're partnering with the local Girl Scout troop to convert the previous basketball courts to an interactive play center more for small children, where we'll have the cornhole game, we'll have tetherball, they'll have permanent hopscotch and checkers for people to play human-sized checkerboard. So that'll be an interactive area. At the same time, we have the splash pad that we won in the 2016 CFAs scheduled for next summer to go near the pavilion. So what we'd like to do is take the existing pavilion, do some improvements in-house to fix those up so that they're obviously better than they are now, but shift focus to a new, larger pavilion, a more diverse pavilion that we can use for a bunch of different purposes, and place that closer to the lake near where the roundabout is off of Liberty Street, and we think that'd be a nice addition for things like banquets, parties. Right now, we do rent out the existing pavilion, but it's more for small parties, family gatherings, cookouts. This is a venue that can actually be big enough for bands or for a banquet, for a conference, for things like that. So on the bottom level, we'll actually have showers, changing room, lockers for to go with the splash pad. So it would definitely accommodate a lot of different uses, and I think it'd be a great view at Brightbeck Park. And the design that we'd like to move forward with is a design where it's all clear doors all the way around and windows, and if it's nice out, you can lift the doors or swing the doors open and it's open air. If it gets nasty out, you can close it up and have an actual indoor facility, so it won't necessarily be weather permitting. So we look forward to finding out, usually with the CFAs, both this grant and the Bridge Light Up grant. The application is due very soon, and we usually find out sometime in December if you win or not, and then you're able to execute it the next spring, summer. So hopefully we can get this going sooner than later. Any comments? Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBrearty?
Yes.
Counselor Massey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor Gosick?
Yes.
Counselor Tesoriero?
Yes.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 291.
Authorize City Chamberlain to complete a budget amendment to the street maintenance materials and supplies account for sidewalk restoration and road repair.
Councilor Corradino, Councilor Gozick. This is an $80,000 budget amendment so we can fix more sidewalks and repair more sidewalks. We just about exhausted our CHIPS account with road paving. Every year the state gives you a certain amount of money to pave roads. The city's goal, in my opinion, is to spend all of that money that the state gives you to pave as many roads as you possibly can. We did that, and now we'd like to take some of this money to expand on some of our sidewalk work. Just for some historical context that I left out last week, when I was a counselor, and I think even before that, the city said that the sidewalks, it was the homeowner's responsibility. We didn't want to do them anymore. If the people want their sidewalks fixed, they have to do it in front of their home. So when I was counselor, I didn't get any sidewalks done. Upon taking office, we think it's the right thing to do, that it's public space. They're city sidewalks, so the city should be in charge of replacing and fixing sidewalks, so that's what we're doing. We took back that responsibility. The trouble is, a lot of people don't realize that the city made that decision a few years ago. The city kept it quiet and kept accepting requests for new sidewalks or repairs to sidewalks and didn't go back and tell people, look, we're not doing it anymore. So the work orders for new sidewalks built up, stacked. Nobody ever said, we're not doing them anymore. They just kept taking them, and the pile got larger and larger. Now that we're doing them again, yes, we're doing them, but some of the tickets, some of the work orders are years old because we're actually trying to catch up, and we don't necessarily go by how long they've been sitting there, but by the severity and location of the sidewalk. So there's a big backlog, and this 80 grand, just like last year, will hopefully get us through that stack and work on incoming requests as quick as possible. So I would just stress, if counselors have specific ones that they absolutely need done, please send me and the commissioner, your top 3 to 5. Councilor Wilmot already sent top 5 and ranked them by priority. So, although you'll probably have an edit after tonight, so please do that. And we won't. I can tell you right now, we won't get to all 5, but we'll definitely try to knock out the first 1 or 2 in each ward to keep everybody happy and hopefully get some done that are that need attention in high traffic areas and around schools and churches. So, any other comments? Councilor Tesoriero.
This has been a big hit. I've got a lot of comments, and I commend this program because, like you said, Mayor, it was let go for so long. and we had the foresight to see that it had to come back. And, you know, you talk about safety issues. There's still quite a few out there that we have to address, but we'll pick them off and we'll get to them. And I can't speak for the other counselors, but, you know, it's something that we should have never stopped doing, but we did. And I think it's a great program. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other comments? Councilor Gozick.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback on that and real quick, but commend your administration for doing this because, you know what, it's like you said, your first year, 2 years as a counselor, you can't get it done. You know, it's tough when you're out there fielding calls and people expect you to come over and you talk to them and you want to assure them that it's going to get done. You know, the taxes they're paying are the highest in the country, and you end up, you know, again and again coming back around after 2 years, 3 years, putting the same order in again and again. Those work orders are getting done now. And people have faith in it. And you can tell them, you know what, Mayor Barlow is going to be in there another 4 years, and this council and administration are dedicated to improving the quality of life in your neighborhood. And it's one of those little things that we often overlook until it's too late and you end up tripping and falling down. But I really appreciate it, and so do all the constituents in the 5th Ward. I must have taken 20 or 30 work orders just this summer, and probably 15 in the last week since the announcement came out. But I appreciate it, and the people of Oswego appreciate it. So thank you, Mayor Barlow.
Thank you. Appreciate your support. Any other comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesfario.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 292.
Waive rules of common council to present resolutions numbers 293 through 295 from the floor without committee consideration.
Councilor Hill, Councilor Cordino. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesfario.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 293.
Approve advertisement for sealed bids for the purchase of 8 Mercer Street.
Councilor McBrady, Councilor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesfario.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 294.
Authorize mayor to enter into an agreement with United Public Safety Incorporated.
Councilor Hill, Councilor McBrady. This is a software program that we had a court case that came back that said nationwide you can't chalk tires when you're enforcing parking. So now a police officer cannot, if you're parked in, let's say, West First Street where there's 2-hour parking, the parking attendant cannot walk up and chalk your tire and then come back around, and if your tire's still chalked, she knows you've been there for 2 hours. So because we can't do that, we have to find a new method. This software allows us to do that electronically. So in the interest of time, we just had the pricing come back last week. So the sooner we can approve this, the sooner we actually can start enforcing. I shouldn't say this because now everybody will go park there all day, but they can start enforcing the 2-hour parking on West First and everywhere else around the city. So we took it off the floor to try to get it done as quickly as possible. And in service, once we approve this, we'll have some training with the relevant personnel and get it up and running as quickly as possible. Any other comments? Councilor Cordino.
Councilor Wilmot and myself did meet with Chief DeCare earlier this evening. We had a few questions. Since this didn't go through committee, there were some issues and concerns that I had, and I know Councilor Wilmot asked a few questions as well. I want to thank the Chief for coming in early and answering those questions and presenting all the information we needed to make this decision and do it in a quick fashion. I think it's a great idea. I fully support this. It brings us from the era of chalk to the era of technology with handheld devices, so progress is good. So I support this. Thank you.
Any other comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesfario.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 295.
Authorize mayor to enter into an agreement with Mentor Ambulance Service.
Councilor McBrearty, Councilor Gozick. This is a short-term agreement. It's a 6-month agreement at $1,000 a month to rent an ambulance from Mentor Ambulance Service. We will be, Mentor is actually wrapping the ambulance, so it'll have city lettering and language all around the ambulance, so it'll look like we actually own it, but we're in fact renting it for $1,000 a month. The reason now is because the Mercedes ambulance that we bought a few years ago spends more time in the repair shop than it does actually on the road. And we would like to have an ambulance in service for Harbor Fest, which is this weekend. And I don't see that the Mercedes ambulance being reliable for a whole lot longer. So this 6-month agreement gives us time to keep a reliable ambulance in service while we determine which direction we want to go in the next coming months. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gossick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Any unfinished business to come before the council? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Councilor Cordino, Councilor Tesorio. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gossick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Meeting is adjourned.